you know the internet is the best possible place to have an unpopular opinion. Hello everyone, welcome back. My name's Madeline Jones, and here on this channel I make videos about LGBT stuff, spirituality, and just making the world a better place. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, consider subscribing. So truth be told, I've been thinking about making this video for years now, like since I first started thinking about making a channel back in 2016. But every time I've started preparing to film this video, I started thinking about the potential for backlash. But I think it's time for me to just finally share my thoughts on the issue, and whatever happens, happens. My one request is that if you're watching this video, please watch all the way through before you comment down below whether you agree or disagree with me. The question, of course, is do you need dysphoria to be trans? But before I answer that question, I kind of want to define some terms and rephrase the question accordingly. So as you probably already know if you're watching this video, the word transgender refers to people whose gender identity doesn't match up with the gender they were assigned at birth. And gender dysphoria is the sense of discomfort that one feels because of that mismatch between your assigned gender and the gender that you truly are. And I want to take a moment to note here that there are different types of dysphoria, the most common being body dysphoria and social dysphoria. Body dysphoria is where you feel intense discomfort with some part of your body because of its association to gender. So it's not just a matter of, oh, I think I'm too fat, or oh, I think I'm too skinny, or oh, I don't like the way this part of my body looks. When it comes to gender dysphoria, it's more along the lines of, what is my body doing? It is not supposed to be doing that. Or why isn't my body doing what it's supposed to be doing? I've heard some people describe it as a feeling of betrayal, where a person's external body is betraying their internal sense of who they are. And then there's social dysphoria, which is an intense discomfort that stems from people not seeing you for who you are. It's the uncomfortable, painful sensation you feel when you get misgendered over the phone, or when you get hateful, suspicious glares for being in the wrong restroom even after you spent hours trying to pass. It's when you tell the world who you are, and the world tells you time and time and time again that it disagrees. And I definitely don't think you need both types of dysphoria. There are people who are perfectly happy with their bodies, but they wish that people would see them for who they are. And on the flip side, there are plenty of trans people who are completely unbothered with how people see them, what people think of them, but certain parts of their body still cause them dysphoria. The question here becomes, can a person experience a mismatch between their gender assigned at birth and their gender identity without experiencing any type of discomfort, whether bodily or social? And personally, I don't quite understand how that's possible. I'm a trans woman who experiences a lot of dysphoria. All of the trans people I know experience dysphoria, so I can't quite conceptualize how a person can have a mismatch between their assigned sex and their gender identity without at least a smidgen of the discomfort that comes with it. But at the same time, I don't have to understand something for it to be a possibility. After all, I've had people tell me that they don't understand how I can have a mismatch between my assigned gender at birth and my gender identity, but does that mean that trans people don't exist? Our inability to understand something does not negate the possibility of its existence. That being said, if you're a trans person who falls under this category of not having dysphoria, I'd really love to hear from you down in the comments below so that me and everyone else who's watching this video can understand where you're coming from and what your experiences are. And if you're like me and you don't quite get it, I ask that you keep the conversation civil. I mean, feel free to ask questions, but let's not attack each other, especially if you're trans too. We get enough hate from outside of the community, so let's not give it to each other. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe for more content just like this. Whether you agreed or disagreed with what I said in this video, I look forward to a civil conversation down in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!